Hello everybody, what a broad day today. It's Tuesday. Got my solar panel, 50 watt solar panel, portable one, charging up my new battery in there, thanks to Brian. Also I've got two solar panels on the roof there, that's a 30 and I've got a 40. But I'm going to change all that when I get some money eventually. The money I guess I spent on that. So that's charging up there. I'll just show you inside what so my batteries at the moment are charging up they're at 13.6. Is that 6? Yeah. So that's good. That's good. So that's charging up my other leisure battery. So I'm now in the front of the cab. I was going to sit at the back there, but it was too dark. So I was going to do a little shout out for Jorvik Outdoors. He's the one who mentioned about the pros and cons of living in a van. And he just wanted advice about living on the van. I get this one asked all the time, where'd you go to the toilet? Well, if I get caught short, I've got a builder's bucket, wrapped in newspaper, shitting out, fold it all up, put it in an nappy sack, job done. And I've got a big fucking 5 litre bottle. Obviously with a big fucking hole in it, you know, like that. And most of the time, yeah man, you don't need a toilet in your fucking van, you know what I mean? Pros and cons. I did write these down the other day, but I picked up the wrong post-it notes. Well, pros, I mean, you're just wild and free. You just free as a bird, mate. Please yourself, what you do, where you go, where you want to work. The world's your lobster, mate. You know, just do what you want to do. Freedom. The cons, I can't really think of any fucking cons, really. I mean, it can get a bit lonely in the winter. That's where you sort of like meet up with other sort of van dwellers, because it can get a bit lonely in the winter. But now the pros are, it's just the freedom. Like I said to people, don't be scared to do it, you know, live on the road, because, you know, it's well, I've just found it easy, 13 years, you know, I mean, I chose to live like this. I didn't fall in hard times. Mrs. left me 13 years ago to the road. It was always a dream, like everyone else has a dream. But, like I said, I've been in it 13 years. I'm trying to think of what else he asked me. I wish I bloody wrote it down. Oh no, here we go. Oh, I've got it right here. Yeah, parking. Well, parking, I mean, just use your noddle. I love used to park on lay-bys, obviously next to busy roads, but used to find little cut-ins in places. Where I was working, because obviously I was working on the road a lot, I'd be parking in industrial estates in the people's yards. They didn't mind that, and I could use all their facilities. And then when I wasn't working, obviously I was up in the hills somewhere, woods, and I just park up in the woods and in the hills. You sometimes park up in nice posh areas, the back streets, because you never got used to getting up over there, the old leafy suburbs, you know, posh. And, you know, just use the knowledge, just check for signs, and don't, I mean, like my motto was don't stay there for longer than 3 days. First day, people are like, Second day, oh, that van's still there. Third day, I fucked off. You know, so that's that, like, you know, so we're a bit creaky then. But yeah, it's, and then, like I said, I've got solar, I've got wood, but ask me questions about, you know, about van build, how did I do it? Just keep the questions thrown at me. Why I lived, you know, why I lived on it, you know, I don't know, I'll let you just throw the questions at me. Like I said, I know everything. I'm always right when I'm fucking wrong. You know what I mean? That's for you, Carl. Thought I'd throw that in there, son. So, I mean, look at days like this, you know what I mean? The sun's out, I was at camp, I just came out, you know, charging my batteries up. Been a bit of a downer lately, but there you go. That's my PTSD. But we're not talking about that, we're talking about the van. So yeah, just throw the questions at me. But mate, if you want to do it, like it's obviously living in a caravan, you know, the sort of, you know, you sort of got that mindset. So just do it, pal. But just give me a phone, tell what van to get, what size, you know, everything, mate. I mean, this is a Mercedes Sprinter, 3 litre turbo diesel, 5-cylinder. Fuck me, you won't break this engine. Solid. The engine's good up to 1 million miles, and I change the oil every year, and I put in Mobile One oil, and it's £100 to top this up with oil. And I use all the Mercedes parts, I use all the best parts, because why am I going to skimp on things? And to be honest with you, I've never had, I mean, what if I go wrong with this? I've had to start a motor ago. A couple of years ago, I was down in Bournemouth. Obviously, the exhaust is gone, that's why I bought a new stainless steel one. I had an electrical fault up in Inverness where my earth was bad and the fucking nothing worked. What else was there? Oh, there was something wrong with the ignition, and sometimes the key's so worn away, it's not getting a proper connection. So every sort of couple of months, you won't start, and I'll just leave it for a while and it does it. So I've got to get that sorted out. But apart from that, I've had nothing go wrong with it. That's just wear and tear, the starter motor. Electrical thing with the thing was a bad earth, so that was just all. So this bus, mate, I've had the same tyres on, apart from the front ones, because they started. There was nothing wrong with the tread. They just started cracking. So I had the money at the time, and I just bought them. So I've got to buy 4. So I've got 4 on the back. So it's a double axle. That's why she can handle weight. She's sitting now here with me in it as well. 3.5 ton. Or might be just over 3.5 ton. But she could take 5 ton, this thing, because it's an ex-ambulance. So yeah. So just keep the answers coming. Not the answers, fucking questions coming. It's like medication. Keep the questions coming, mate. So that's Jorvik Outdoors. And I got a couple here that I want to ask. Oh, look, fucking Tam's just turned up. Look, the fucker's stalking me. Hang on a minute. Hang on. Fucking stalker. Stick your head in, Tam. Mr. fucking stalker. Oh, mind the barbed wire. Just talking about the Van Tam. The Van Tam. That rhymes, doesn't it? Now, I just come down because I've got to get out of the bloody place for a bit in sun, and old Tam knows all my fucking hiding places. There you go. So just a quick, oh, what have I done with the paper? Just a quick, I've got half of names here, then I'll do another half tomorrow. But these are the people that have subscribed to me in the last couple of sort of days, and I'll tell you, I really appreciate it. It's a good family, right? So here we go. If I pronounce them all wrong, tough. Paddle and Hammocks. Right, pal? Tone Caravaning, I think that is. You right, pal? All right, Ken Allen. We've been having a few chats on the old messaging thing. All right, Ken. Johnny, right, Johnny? Jorvik Outdoors, that's who the bloke I was just talking about the van with. Fishing Tone 1, welcome aboard, pal. Raymond, he's my editor back at camp. You right, pal? Outlaw Girl J, welcome aboard. Thanks for the comments. Steve Barber and Mandy, right? They're pals that I met years ago up in Scotland, up near Gaylock. You right, pal? I'll tell you what, and I'll leave that for more. There was more, but I'll do that on another day. So I won't put them in the description because I'm a lazy bastard. Right, just pause it, but check their channels. They're the ones that have come over to my side. Welcome to the dark side. So yeah, so Jorvik and anyone else about the van, drop us a wee message and I'll get back to you. I'll either get back to you writing it, because I'm not, to be honest with you, that's why I like doing the videos, because I'd rather do a video than write. So if you give me a question, I'll probably come up the van and answer it, because I find it better like that. Anyways,